Let me show you how to install ComfyUI. So we are on the Easy Install GitHub page. This is the complete link. If we scroll down, you can read more about this installer. Even if you might not understand what each of these things means yet, it will make sense later as you learn more about it. I will talk later about the Pixaroma Discord server, where you can get more help and answers to your questions. So this installer will install Git, which is a tool that tracks changes to files. In ComfyUI, it helps developers safely update the main app and custom nodes, fix bugs without breaking everything, and lets you update or roll back to an earlier working version if a new update causes problems. Then it will install the ComfyUI portable version. A portable version means the program is fully self-contained in one folder, does not need a normal system install, and can be run, moved, backed up, or deleted without affecting the rest of your computer. In ComfyUI Portable, this means Python, libraries, models, and settings all live inside the ComfyUI folder, so you can copy it to another driver PC, update it safely, and avoid breaking your system Python or Windows setup. Python Embedded means ComfyUI comes with its own built-in copy of Python already included inside the ComfyUI folder, instead of using the Python installed on your system. Then it will install all the nodes that are useful and that I tested over the last year. It might not make sense for you yet if you are a beginner, but do not worry. Take it as general knowledge for now, and it will make sense later. Then it will add an add-ons folder with more advanced stuff we can use later to speed up our generation, plus some extra tools that can be useful, and then more technical stuff explained for each one. But all you need to know for now is where to download it from and how to run the installer. It is important not to run it as administrator. That means you just double-click to run it, not right-click and run as administrator, but you will see that in a minute. Also, avoid system folders, and make sure your NVIDIA drivers are up to date, since some things work only with more recent NVIDIA drivers. Okay, let us go back to where it says Windows Installation, and let us download the latest release from here. Then, depending on how your browser is configured, it will either download it to the Downloads folder or ask you where to download it, and you can decide where to put it. As you will see over time, it needs a lot of space if you download big models, so I suggest downloading and installing your ComfyUI on a hard disk that has a lot of free space, and preferably on a solid-state drive, because it will load the models faster. I will go to my D drive, and I will create a new folder called ComfyUI, but this does not really matter. The name can be anything easy to remember. Sometimes I put ComfyUI followed by the month, so I know when I downloaded and installed it. So I will save this zip archive in that ComfyUI folder. Now let us go to the place where we saved the file. Since this is a zip archive, we need to unzip it. You right-click on it, and depending on what you prefer, you can use the Windows Integrated option and select Extract All. I like to delete the folder name at the end, so I do not end up with a folder inside another folder. When I click Extract, it will extract these two files. Let me delete it really quick and show you. If you have WinRAR like me, you just choose Extract here, and it does the same thing. Once we extracted everything, you can delete the Easy Install zip file. Now we are left with two files, a BAT file that is the installer, and a zip file that contains extra resources that it will use. When you run it, you might get a security warning. That usually happens with BAT or executable files because they install files on your system. This one is safe. I installed and tested it, and I personally know Evo, the creator of this installer. You can right-click and scan it with your antivirus, and you will see it is clean. So let us double-click on the BAT file, then press Run, and it will start installing. If you already have Git installed, it will update it. If not, you will get a window like this, and you have to press Yes to continue the installation. After that, it will continue the installation of ComfyUI and everything it needs to run. You can take a break for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on your internet speed and your computer. So how do you know when it is ready? You will see a message that says Installation Complete, along with the time it took. On my PC, it took 247 seconds. After that, you can press any key to exit. So let us recap really quick. From the GitHub page, you download the zip archive of the Easy installer. You create a folder named ComfyUI and place the downloaded zip archive in that folder. You extract the contents of the archive. You run the ComfyUI easy install bat file, and if it asks to run GitHub, you press yes. In a few minutes, the installation is complete, and you get this screen. Now after the installation, we can see that inside our ComfyUI folder, a new folder appeared called ComfyUI Easy Install. This is portable, which means you can copy this entire folder and move it to a different drive or folder, and it will still run ComfyUI. Basically, after you install any ComfyUI portable version, you should end up with a similar folder structure to this. Since ComfyUI is based on the Python programming language, you will see many Python files and bat files inside these folders, which are used to run those Python files. The Easy Installer will also create some shortcuts on your desktop. If you use other versions of ComfyUI, they might not do this, and you would need to create the shortcuts manually. That is one of the reasons I prefer the Easy Installer. It makes everything easier for us. Basically, we just extracted an archive and ran a bat file, and we now have ComfyUI. If we right-click on this shortcut and go to Properties, we can see the target of the shortcut. If we open the file location, you can see that it is connected to this bat file that starts ComfyUI. In other versions of ComfyUI, the name might be different, like Run NVIDIA GPU or something similar.